Hello, welcome back to another grading video. This is a tough one, okay? This is not going to be an easy one. I pick out a tough one even for myself. Okay, from this view, far away, the front cover doesn't look like there's a lot of big flaws, right? Certainly no major long creases, but let's zoom in. All right, let's go from left to right. Okay, let's take the look like there's a long crease right there. You see that? There's a crease across the right calves that go probably at least 3 inches or 4 inches, okay, up. So, okay, all right. But what concerned me more is gonna be the rusty staple, okay? It's hard to tell. So sometimes a staple can be dark and not be rusty, but I'm gonna go with my hunch here is that it's rusty just because of how yellow the paper is around the staple. So let's assume that it is rusty, and you can see plenty of flaws on the spine. Nothing major, okay? A lot of reading creases, but nothing really bad. And then across the top edge, you get the overhang, little tears, little creases here and there, little corner creases there. Okay, look like some more creases here across his elbow, and then a couple light corner creases here. Okay, so as far as that crease that across his calves, look like, I would say it's probably 3 inches, okay, 3.5 inches or so by my estimation. So that's the front cover, okay. The tough part is going to be the rusty staple, but as far as the rest of the front cover, look like 5.5-ish as far as excluding the rusty staple, okay. I think it's 5.5-ish, but with the rusty staple, the front maybe in the 5 range, maybe, okay. Let's take a look at the back cover. All right, so here is the back cover. Just like the front, it's just yellow, okay. It's definitely not white. It's maybe a little foxing, but I don't see anything major as far as creases or tears. So let's zoom in. Let's go from left to right. So look at the edge, just dirty, small tears. That's not a big deal, okay? When it comes down to mid-grade and lower, when you see this little 1/4 inch or so tears, it's not a big deal, okay? It's a big deal in that it's part of the low to mid-grade thing, but you know, it's not gonna knock the books down one grade level because there is an extra 1/4 inch tears there. It's the other problem with this book that keep it in the mid to low grade level. Okay, so top edge, overhang issues, nothing big. Okay, so you get some foxing, okay, on the spine. Definitely a lot of foxing, not some, there's a lot of foxing on the spine, but just I think this is just dirty, okay. I don't think it's kind of any kind of moisture stain, nothing like that. So speaking of moisture stain, just when I said doesn't look like there's any kind of moisture stain, you get a little spot right here. It's about half a dime size, okay. So if you zoom out, yeah, you can barely see it. It's like half a dime, even less than half a dime, more like 1/3 of a dime. But all right, so what do you think? To me, the front looked like a 5.0. Well, as I mentioned, it looked like a 5.5 without the rusty staple issue. The back looked like nothing major that would contribute to a significant lower of the grade. So for me, I say a 5.0. Tough one, okay? This is one of those tough book where I can see people grade all over the place because it all depends on how people grade rusty staples, okay? For me, it doesn't look like the rust is that bad where it stain and the paper right around the staple that much. When it bleed through the paper, I would knock the grade down even more, but because it did not, at least not what it seemed, who knows, if you open the books and look at the centerfold, it could be something even worse. This is one of those where I normally would not advise people to buy because unless you can see the inside, The rust can be a lot worse, right? But assuming that the rust is not bad, as far as bleeding into the centerfold, I would give this book a 5.0 on the structure of the book with a slight rust. Now, if there was bleeding rust through the paper inside, then for sure lower. So let's take a look at what my comic shop says. Okay, so there you go. My comic shop gave it a 4.5. Certainly, I have no idea what other people would grade this book is, and I will pay close attention to what people say. As always, on the top right of the screen, you should see a little eye icon. You can click on that, and then you will see option for 4.0, lower than 4.0, all the way up to 5.5 or higher than 5.5. I like to see what other people think. For me, I'm okay with a 5.0. It's not a great looking 5.0 because of the tannish dark look of the book. It's not bright and vibrant. Okay? This is one of the situations where the yellowness, tannish look of the book make it look worse than the technical grade, in my opinion. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.